This is the Admiral. We've got reports that someone made it to the Citadel. We need to give them time to get those arms open. All fleets converge on the Crucible. Protect it at all costs.
Oh, ow.
Shepard. Shepard.
Anderson. You up here too?
Followed you up, but we didn't come out in the same place. No. At least I don't think we did. What's your surrounding look like? You okay?
Just gotta keep moving. It's dark. There's human remains scattered.
Sounds familiar. I'm in a dark hallway. Reminds me of your description of the collector base.
Makes sense.
You think they're making a Reaper in here?
Sure. They round them up on Earth, then send the people up here to be processed.
Goddamn abomination. I'm gonna keep moving. The sooner we blow these bastards back to hell, the better.
Okay, if you...
Tubes don't go on forever. But where the hell are we?
Yeah. Doesn't look like any part of the Citadel I've been to.
This will be the final episode of Let's Play Mass Effect 3, and it'll... Well, it's been a while. Let's get moving here. If you remember Mass Effect 2, we found out that they make Reapers out of the biomass of people, and they were trying to...
Whoa.
Anderson?
One of the walls here just realigned itself. The place is shifting, changing.
They were planning on making a Reaper out of humans, so that's what they're doing at Earth.
There's a chasm here, and more hallways like the one I was in.
I think I'm near an exit.
We're on the Citadel now, although Shepard was quick to point out that it's not a part that he's ever seen before. The Citadel is a gigantic place, though, and the core of it was inaccessible. It was just simply nobody was ever able to get there.
Might be a way to cross over.
Don't get too far ahead of me.
Where do you think you're at?
Just found that chasm we were talking about.
Hold on. I see something. A control panel, maybe. I'm just gonna go on it.
Anderson. Damn it.
Hold on. Wait a sec. If this is a part no one's ever been to, why is there stuff written in English? This looks promising. Oh yeah, we're in the Citadel, alright.
Anderson.
Shepard! I can't!
He's indoctrinated.
I underestimated you, Shepard.
And so is he.
What a...
I warned you. Control is the means to survival. Control of the Reapers, and of you, if necessary.
They're controlling you.
I don't think so, Admiral.
Jeez, look at this guy.
Why waste your time with us if you can control the Reapers?
Because I need you to believe. When humanity discovered the mass relays, when we learned there was more to the galaxy than we imagined, there were some who thought the relays should be destroyed. They were scared of what we'd find, terrified of what we might let in. But look at what humanity has achieved. Since that discovery, we've advanced more than the past 10,000 years combined. And the Reapers will do the same for us again, 1,000-fold. But only if we can harness their ability to control.
Bullshit. We destroy them, or they destroy us.
And waste this opportunity? Never.
You're playing with things you don't understand. With power you shouldn't be able to use.
I don't believe that. If we can control it, why shouldn't it be ours?
Because we're not ready.
No. This is the way humanity must evolve.
There's always another way.
I've dedicated my life to understanding the Reapers, and I know with certainty the Crucible will allow me to control them.
And then what?
Look at the power they wield. Look at what they can do.
I see what they did to you.
I took what I wanted from them, made it my own. This isn't about me or you. It's about things so much bigger than all of us.
He's wrong. Don't listen to him.
And who will you listen to, Shepard? An old soldier stuck in his ways, only able to see the world down the barrel of a gun? And what if he's wrong? What if controlling the Reapers is the answer?
If we destroy the Reapers, this ends today. But if you can't control them...
But I can!
Are you willing to bet humanity's existence on it?
I know it will work.
You can't, can you? They won't let you do it.
No! I'm in control! No one is telling me what to do!
Listen to yourself. You're indoctrinated.
No! No! The two of you so self-righteous. Do you think power like this comes easy? There are sacrifices.
You've sacrificed too much.
Shepard, I only wanted to protect humanity. The Crucibles can control them. I know it can. I just...
It's not too late. Let us go. We'll do the rest.
I can't do that, Commander.
Of course you can't. They own you now.
You'd undo everything I've accomplished. I won't let that happen.
Because of you, humanity is already undone.
That's not true!
They have the Citadel. They've got us fighting each other, instead of fighting them.
I just need to...
You've done exactly what the Reapers wanted. You're still doing it because they control you.
They're too strong!
You're stronger. Don't let them win. Break their hold. Don't let them control you.
I tried, Shepard.
Oh! Man just convinced Saren to shoot himself, too. We're really good at this. And Anderson's gonna die. We could have shot him and Anderson would have lived a little bit longer, but he wasn't going to survive anyway. And the arms are open. How Shepard knew how to do that, I don't know. But in comes the Crucible, and we're going to bring an end to this friggin' war. Oh yeah. Provided anyone survived out there.
This is it, everyone. The arms are opening.
What exactly do you expect contact to do? We never even figured out what this thing does.
That's it. The Crucible is docked.
Oh, Anderson is alive. Gee, my phaser red. I thought he was dead.
Commander?
We did it.
Yes, we did. It's quite a view.
Best seats in the house.
God. Feels like years since I just sat down.
I think you earned a rest. Anderson? Stay with me. We're almost through this.
You did good, son. You did good. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir. Anderson?
And Anderson is dead.
Shepard? Commander?
What do you need me to do?
Nothing's happening. The Crucible's not firing. It's gotta be something on your end.
The phone company's excuse. Can't you give me any little more information than that?
Shepard.
I don't see... I'm not sure how to...
Commander.
That's a nifty little elevator. Looks like the battle's pretty much over. There's wreckage everywhere.
Wake up.
What? Where am I?
The Citadel. It's my home.
Who are you?
I am the catalyst.
I thought the Citadel was the catalyst.
No, The Citadel is part of me.
I need to stop the Reapers. Do you know how I can do that?
Perhaps. I control the Reapers. They are my solution.
Yes, we already know this.
Solution? To what?
Chaos. The created will always rebel against their creators. But we found a way to stop that from happening. A way to restore order.
By wiping out organic life?
No, we harvest advanced civilizations, leaving the younger ones alone. Just as we left your people alive the last time we were here.
But you killed the rest.
We helped them ascend, so they could make way for new life, storing the old life in Reaper form.
I think we'd rather keep our own form.
No, you can't. Without us to stop it, synthetics would destroy all organics. We've created the cycle so that never happens. That's the solution.
Well, we've already heard this view played through the Leviathan DLC, but if not, then the first time you're hearing about this is at the end of the game, and that is batshit crazy. I mean, come on.
You said you're the catalyst. What are you?
A construct. An intelligence designed eons ago to solve a problem. I was created to bring balance, to be the catalyst for peace between organics and synthetics.
So you're just an AI?
In as much as you are just an animal, I embody the collective intelligence of all Reapers.
But you were created.
Correct.
By who?
By ones who recognized that conflict would always arise between synthetics and organics. I was first created to oversee the relations between synthetic and organic life, to establish a connection. But our efforts always ended in conflict, so a new solution was required.
The Reapers?
Precisely.
I met your creators. They told me what you did to them.
We did as we were expected.
They said you betrayed them. That you turned them into Harbinger.
When they asked that I solve the problem of conflict, they failed to understand they were part of the problem themselves. The flaws of their organic reasoning could not perceive this. They lacked the foresight to understand their destruction was part of the very solution they required.
Well, they've joined this war now.
And I welcome their involvement. I am only facilitating their request.
Yeah, this is making even less sense the more you babble on, child.
Where did the Reapers come from? Did you create them?
What? We already know.
My creators gave them form. I gave them function. They, in turn, give me purpose. The Reapers are a synthetic representation of my creators.
Leviathan.
Yes, they created me to oversee the relations between synthetic and organic life, to establish a connection. They became the first true Reaper. They did not approve, but it was the only solution.
You said that before. But how do the Reapers solve anything?
Organics create synthetics to improve their own existence, but those improvements have limits. To exceed those limits, synthetics must be allowed to evolve. They must, by definition, surpass their creators. The result is conflict, destruction, chaos. It is inevitable. Reapers harvest all life, organic and synthetic, preserving them before they are forever lost to this conflict.
We're at war with the Reapers right now.
You may be in conflict with the Reapers, but they are not interested in war.
I find that hard to believe.
When fire burns, is it at war? Is it in conflict? Or is it simply doing what it was created to do? We are no different. We harvest your bodies, your knowledge, your creations. We preserve it, to be reborn in the form of a new Reaper. Like a cleansing fire, we restore balance. New life, both organic and synthetic, can once again flourish.
Yeah. The reasoning, the more and more it explains, the less and less its reasoning makes sense. I mean, this is the kind of reasoning of an insane person. I'm sure it makes sense to the individual saying it, but in reality, its logic is just retarded.
What do you know about the Crucible?
The device you refer to as the Crucible is little more than a power source. However, in combination with the Citadel and the relays, it is capable of releasing tremendous amounts of energy throughout the galaxy. It is crude, but effective and adaptive in its design.
Who designed it?
You would not know them, and there is not enough time to explain. We first noted the concept for this device several cycles ago. With each passing cycle, the design has no doubt evolved.
Why didn't you stop it?
We believed the concept had been eradicated. Clearly, organics are more resourceful than we realized.
But you're taking away our future. Without a future, we have no hope. Without hope, we might as well be machines, programmed to do what we're told.
You have hope, more than you think. The fact that you are standing here, the first organic ever, proves it. But it also proves my solution won't work anymore.
So now what?
We find a new solution.
Why are you telling me this? Why help me?
You have altered the variables.
What do you mean?
The Crucible changed me, created new possibilities, but I can't make them happen. If there is to be a new solution, you must act. It is now in your power to destroy us. But be warned, others will be destroyed as well. The Crucible will not discriminate. All synthetics will be targeted. Even you are partly synthetic.
What exactly will happen?
Your Crucible device appears to be largely intact. However, the effects of the blast will not be constrained to the Reapers. Technology you rely on will be affected, but those who survive should have little difficulty repairing the damage. There will still be losses, but no more than what has already been lost.
But the Reapers will be destroyed?
Yes, but the peace won't last. Soon, your children will create synthetics, and then the chaos will come back.
There has to be another way.
There is. You could instead use the energy of the Crucible to seize control of the Reapers.
So, the elusive man was right after all.
Yes, but he could never have taken control, because we already controlled him.
But I can.
You will die. You will control us, but you will lose everything you have.
How can I control the Reapers if I'm dead?
Your corporeal form will be dissolved, but your thoughts and even your memories will continue. Your connection to your kind will be lost, though you will remain aware of their existence.
Sort of like what happened to Legion when he became sort of the mind for the Geth.
But the Reapers will obey me?
Yes. We will be yours to control and direct as you see fit. There is another solution. Synthesis.
And that is?
Add your energy to the Crucibles. The chain reaction will combine all synthetic and organic life into a new framework, a new DNA.
Explain how my energy can be added to the Crucible.
Your organic energy, the essence of who and what you are, will be broken down and then dispersed.
To do what, exactly?
The energy of the Crucible, released in this way, will alter the matrix of all organic life in the galaxy. Organics seek perfection through technology. Synthetics seek perfection through understanding. Organics will be perfected by integrating fully with synthetic technology. Synthetics, in turn, will finally have full understanding of organics. It is the ideal solution. Now that we know it is possible, it is inevitable we will reach synthesis.
Why couldn't you do it sooner?
We have tried a similar solution in the past, but it has always failed.
Why?
Because the organics were not ready. It is not something that can be forced. You are ready, and you may choose it.
I don't know.
Why not? Synthetics are already part of you. Can you imagine your life without them?
And there will be peace?
The cycle will end. The Reapers will cease their harvest, and the civilizations preserved in their forms will be connected to all of us. Synthesis is the final evolution of all life. The paths are open, but you have to choose.
Better choose quick. People are dying out there. Okay, there are 3 solutions that this little AI child had mentioned. But in reality, there are actually, I think there are 4. We have the ability to destroy them. That will blow that up, it'll destroy the Reapers. It will also destroy the Citadel and the Mass Effect relay network. But it can be rebuilt given that this is the extended version of the game. Over there, we will take control of the Reapers. It will still destroy the Citadel, it will destroy the relay network, but the Reapers will survive. All that crap will be rebuilt, and the Reapers will assist in the rebuilding of society. Jumping into the middle here, we'll do the synthesis. That will merge organic synthetic life, what the little star child was talking about. But the 4th solution is to take your gun and shoot this little bastard in the head. What that will do is essentially deny any chance, any decisions that you make. And the war against the Reapers will continue, and it's a war that will eventually be lost. Which am I doing? I am going to go and I'm going to jump in the middle. Only because it's one that I've never done before. Gee, Shepard's moving all slow. He had a long conversation with that kid, and people are all getting blown up out there. You could have sped that along a little bit. Once the credits roll by, I'll get a better chance to talk about the different endings and what they all mean, because the credits are pretty long in this game. Those solar panels? Needless to say, even with the extended ending of this game, I am not terribly fond of the way this ended up. Take your time. Oh, okay, there we go. He's speeding up.
The Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
Jeff, we need to go.
Damn it.
Ooh, a green explosion. That must have greater significance.
I am alive. All of us, synthetic and organic, have been changed. The war is over, and the Reapers are helping to rebuild. Where once they threatened us with extinction, they now bring us the collective knowledge of the cultures that came before. As a galaxy, we can now live the lives we have wished for. Taking our first steps into a new and wonderful future, where organics and synthetics can coexist peacefully. With peace across the galaxy and with unlimited access to knowledge. To recover the greatness that was lost. And surpass it. We will reclaim our worlds and the stars. As the line between synthetic and organic disappears, we may transcend mortality itself to reach a level of existence I cannot even imagine. And we will remember that this chance for a new life did not come without cost. No matter how far we advance, we will remember the sacrifices of those who made it possible. And we will remember Shepard. Because of him, I am alive. And I am not alone.
Okay, that is the end of Mass Effect 3, and is the end of the Mass Effect series. I hear there's another game in the works, but it won't really be a sequel to this game so much as sort of a spin-off or something that takes place in the same universe, so it won't really be Mass Effect 4. But it has been a long time since I began the LPs back in the original Mass Effect. I don't have the date in front of me and when I began that, but it was the second game that I started playing, and I've done like 7 or 8 of them by now, so it's been a long friggin' time. But I have to say about this game, I have a lot to like about this game. There is a lot to like about this. The gameplay, the action of it, one, although not quite on the level of, say, like a Gears of War or an Uncharted game or anything like that, it is pretty damn good for something this kind of structure where it's heavily dependent on a branching storyline and all that kind of thing. This isn't really an RPG anymore, but it sort of still has that feel. But that being said, as much as I like the game and as much as I like it, make it feel more like every mission you were doing is really a part of the overall storyline, unlike Mass Effect 1 or 2, where you tend to spend a lot of time doing side missions, doing really idiotic crap that you really shouldn't be wasting your time on. In this one, everything you do makes it feel like you're part of the overall storyline. But that is also kind of a bit of a downfall, because unlike in, say, Mass Effect 1 or 2, when you went to a planet, you would be given like sort of a hub where a lot of different missions can be taken up. Like, say, Omega in Mass Effect 2 was that. You go there and you do a bunch of different missions that you would pick up through conversation in there. In this game, it really didn't happen like that. You'd go to a planet and you would do a mission there, and the mission was over. That's the way it really worked. And the Citadel sort of worked that way, but it was still kind of limited. But my biggest complaint I have to say about this game is its explanation of the Reapers. Now, through the first 2 Mass Effect games, it built up this whole thing about what the Reapers were. It was like, you cannot comprehend what we are, that kind of stuff. And that sort of built up this incredible air of mystery about what the Reapers were supposed to be. And I have to say, the actual explanation is a letdown. Not to say that the explanation itself is terribly, really all that bad. Its internal logic doesn't make any sense. Something that was supposed to be beyond our understanding is, frankly, batshit crazy. And if the internal logic of an antagonist's actions don't make sense, then it's bad motivation. The fact that the Reapers exist to prevent organic life from being destroyed by synthetics it doesn't make any sense, because this is synthetic life destroying organics. It's just a different cause, rather than, say, something like the Geth or whatever the Protheans fought in their generation. It was still a synthetic life. The Reapers, or a rather sort of hybrid, were destroying the organic life. And the fact that they were making Reapers out of the biomass doesn't do anything to preserve the culture or even the individual lives of the civilizations that were being destroyed, only saving the biomass, which doesn't make a damned bit of sense. Now, this ending is a little bit better than the original one that took place in the game. That was absolutely terrible. No matter what ending you chose, all you would see is an explosion. The color of the explosion would change, granted, it did have that, but the end result would be the same. The Reapers would cease to be a threat, the Normandy would crash for some inexplicable reason, and the mass relay network would have been destroyed. Now, that was a horrible ending, and it really makes sense that a lot of people were pissed off about it, although I do think they made a little too much of their complaints. I mean, I heard there were threats of lawsuits and stuff. That's going way too far. But it didn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, you couldn't, through an entire game, you can make decisions affecting the game. Now, granted, a lot of these changes were really superficial, like having one character say something instead of another one or whatever. But you still can make decisions throughout the game. And here you are at the end, and you have 3 different choices, and every single choice means nothing. The Reapers end, the Normandy crashes, and civilization, because the Citadel and the relays were all destroyed. Civilization would eventually essentially grind to a halt, would be destroyed. I mean, it was terrible. A terrible ending. This one made up for a little bit, but it feels a little bit patched in. Like, it doesn't really flow naturally with the rest of the way the game works, like how the Normandy buzzed in to save Javik in the last episode. But, I guess you gotta take the good and the bad. Overall, I'd say, even though I don't really think the LPs I've done in the game are really particularly good. I have to say, I really do like the Mass Effect series. Back when the first Mass Effect was played a little bit more like an actual RPG, I mean, most everything you did was stat-based. I mean, you shoot a Geth in the head, it makes no difference if you're shooting it in the head, the leg, the chest, whatever, or a human, or a Turian, or whatever. Mass Effect 2 really gave a little bit of a better change from that game, made a more of an action-based thing, where it played a little bit more like a third-person shooter. And you gained levels and all that. But in this game, it's not an RPG at all, because you do gain levels to upgrade your stats, but not really any more than a lot of other action games. Well, I can't really think of one off the top of my head, but you know what I'm talking about. But this game is still pretty good. Okay, just all the technologies going around through here. Also, another thing I want to bring up before this game ends is you can look at the Mass Effect games, Mass Effect series, as a sort of gauge on how games improve for individual game consoles at the time. Now, the game I've been playing all of these on the PC, which is, regardless of what you may think of any individual console, the best way to play the games. But you see, the games were made based on the limitations of the console, since the original game came out for the Xbox 360, and oh, dialogue.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the Shepard.
Tell me another story about the Shepard.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
It's terrible. There's an idiotic ending. I cannot believe they included that. Anyway, to finish what I was saying... was the Mass Effect 1 was based on the technical limitations of the Xbox 360. And they did a reasonable job. But when you move to Mass Effect 2, which was based on the same things, it looked so much better. And in this game, looks even better than MS2. Maybe Mass Effect 2. Even if it wasn't as big of an improvement, but it shows how much developers can do better as they learn the limitations of a console and improve their programming ways. Okay, now this is just a little bit of text you can read at the end. And there we go. Now that is the end of Mass Effect 2. It's been a long journey, me making all these games. And if you've stuck through it, thanks. If you liked what you've seen here, I have a number of other LPs available on this YouTube channel, so feel free to check some of those out. And, well, it's all over. Thanks and goodbye.